Hello everyone, welcome back. It's Kay from the Paper Shed UK. I'm back today with another junk journal bingo, and I am nearly finished. I've decided just to do a last video in this bingo series for the repurpose or upcycle something to use in a journal. And then what I'll do, because I've done most of them now, is I will just put them all together at the end and show you exactly what I've done, all my 8 things that I've done. The 9th one on the bingo card is to share your makes and using the hashtag, which I have already done, but I will have completed the whole thing. So yeah, I keep the sleeves off of my food packaging if they're any good. So as long as they're not marked or ruined in any way, I will actually keep them. So I've got 2 items. Might only get one done on the video, but I will put it on. I'll attach it to the end of the video along with the others if I complete it. I've been messing about with this cardboard, and I think I've come up with something that I'd like to do. So I like to make something a little different for each of the middle of my signatures. So what I thought I would do is upcycle this using this and some disregarded wallpapers and see how we get on. I think I might put a little booklet in there, little notepad thing. This would be where you would attach it into the middle of your signature. So that would fold over, and then this is just going to be a pocket. And I've got to redo that because it's not working for me. So I just need to make sure that it is straight, because there's a gap for some reason and I have no idea why. Just going to redo that right now. No, I've still got a gap at the bottom there. I don't know what that is. So I'm going to, it needs to come out a little bit more, doesn't it? So I'm just going to use another edge, maybe a bit of an edge on that side so that I can roll it over that little bit. And see if that works any. Let's just have a look. Oh, that's better. That's a little bit better. I'm satisfied with that. I can go. So I quite like these 2 score lines, which were obviously already in the packaging. So I might incorporate those and leave those plain, because the packaging is quite thick. I don't need to cover it up really. So yeah, so that I think is what we're heading for. Now that will need all covering. That will need covering. This is, I'm not really bothered about this bit because that's going to be covered. So I'm going to cover, I could really do with just some maybe coffee dyed paper, maybe. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So some plain coffee dyed paper, and I think that will fit, which it will. So we're going to get that glued down. What do I want to use? I'll use my okay, so let's get a jiffy on. Right, so I've gone ahead, I've put that on, I've done my creases. That's not looking too shabby now. Because I don't know what I want to do, and I'm still thinking of putting policy closure on there, just to close it in the middle, because it'll be loose on a page from there. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't want to glue anything down yet, so I'm going to cover the back, and I think I'm going to go with, I like this, but then I'm looking and I'm thinking, oh, the pattern seems a bit big. So I went ahead and had a look at this. I quite like that, so that there's a bit of plainness on the back. So I might do that, I think. If I look at it, it's sort of like that. I quite like that. Or if you do it from the other side, it's going to be like that. Now I like the less is more, as they say. I'm just going to move that out of the way because it's driving me mad. So yeah, I'm going to do the same again. I'm just going to cover it on that edge there. So we're going to do the same again. Down. It's heavy paper, this is, so I want to use this side down. Use too much of, oh mind you, you want to use that, don't you? Because you want it to flow. Although I'm not really sure what that is. I might have to stop again just to make sure that this sticks, this glues down. Oops. Okay. Through there. Okay. Through there. Where they are. Take this long piece off first. Just a tad wide on that piece. Is that something else? That's fine. Not sure how I will do that yet. Trim that end up. Yeah. What do you like that? There's a crease. Yeah, and you can cut that off. Yeah, so I'm just going to trim that off. I can just see the line there. Yeah. Not sure I like that. But we'll see. We're going to try and bend this now into place. That one. Yeah, because this one's got to come off in the same way. So like so. That's what we should have done. It would have been straight. Yeah, because I cut it too short on that side. I can't live with that. Well, you're going to have to live with it, Kay, so get on with it. Right. It's not quite set out. Oh, no, I've not done really much with wallpaper, apart from putting it on walls, obviously. But out my flooring a little bit. I might just put something down that and that will make me live with it. That's fine. So I'm going to put these back in now. That'll help a little. Completely off screen, aren't I, while I'm doing this? There you go. So it just leaves us to cover this bit, which was this bit, was it? Did I cut off? Yeah, so I'm going to do that. Stick that onto there. Sorry, I'm working off screen and I don't know why I'm doing it. I actually quite like this feed cardboard because it's really hard to rip. If you've ever tried it, it is actually quite hard to rip it. Like got a waterproofing sort of thing on it. Okay. I know what it is. I'm sitting back on the chair and I shouldn't be. I'm doing it again, aren't I? I'm actually being silent. Okay, so we've got the bare bones of it now done, covered, sorted. I'm not going to embellish it any more than what I've done, purely because yes, it's got to go into a sort of botanical piece. It's got to go into a botanical piece, so you can have that either way, can you? No, you can't now. I think it's got to go that way. Yeah. So yeah, it's not cut straight either. It's got to go into a botanical piece, or you know, the same similar sort of colour line. But I don't know if I want to embellish it any more than I do until I know where it's actually going to go and sit. So yeah, I'm quite liking that. So we can actually now close this pocket. I'm going to use art glitter for that, and I'm going to do a double fill line on that. Just for strength. I know that's going to squeeze out. Because the cardboard's quite thick, it's thicker than what you'd normally make one of these out of, really. So you've got your pocket there, and then we're going to make a little booklet with this. I've already measured some papers, which I've got here, so it just leaves me to cut them, really. I'm still probably going to need to cut them widthwise and make them all square. Well, they're not square, you know what I mean. Make them all level. Okay, so let's have a look at this, see what we're going to do. So we've got 3, 4, 5. It's getting quite thick now. How many have I got? I've got 2, 3 left. May as well put them all in. Oh, that one's quite small anyway. Did I cut them down to make it? No, you didn't. It's just fine. So, right, so just checking that we've got the right height, and we definitely have. I'm just going to mark the front of this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a ruler just behind that line, and I want a thickish one, so I'm going to do it with this one, so it doesn't spray. I want to do it just before the line because I want them to sit inside, and then I'm just going to get a knife, position myself so at least I can get a straight cut. I don't like having my blade out too far. I should really be doing this on a cutting board, which I do have. There you go. Pop that on there. Like that. And then rather than push or go really hard. Just do it quite slowly. Just taking away the pieces as you go. I used to find this really difficult to do because I can't cut bread either. Because I can't cut a straight line to save my life, even with a ruler and a knife. But I've practiced a little bit because it does make life easier. See, I haven't made it straight though because there's a nick there. That's a perfect fit. Okay, so we managed to do that. Get rid of all the rubbish off my desk while I think about it. And then all we actually need then is a needle and some cotton. I like quite a big fat needle to do. But not that in a cotton. And then I just need to get some cotton. So got a little bit of, I usually use wax thread, but I've got a bit of this lovely olive colour. I know what to do on. A little bit just to be sure. Thread your needle. I'm going to put on the holes in a moment. Do find the middle. Put that into there. Be or where you want it to be. Get a couple of clips to help you. Okay, and then I tend to hit the middle anywhere really, it doesn't have to be in the middle. Just go wiggle it about a bit, make sure you've got a hole all the way through, and then I come a little bit down from the top and a little bit up from the bottom. Okay, wiggling, come straight in with your thread. Make sure you've got enough thread there to because I use a fat needle, sometimes my hole's not big enough. Okay, I'll round that, which you don't need to be. And then you go into the middle again. Do that hole there. On the other side of your string. Got that. Just put the pin away. And there you've got it. I like to do 2 knots. I'm really not bothered about having any dangles on this. Just the signature will already probably have some. Into a tied bow. Cut off the remainder. And there you go. So you've got a nice little booklet there with a little pocket here, which if I just get, I have got something there. There you go, little cards. You've got quite a little pocket there to have something in it. And then that would fold over. You need some of that green string again. I'm going to go, I have put too many in there, I think, but it'll work. We'll make it work. What you want to do is you just want to go under that. To go around a couple of times because it helps lift it off the book. So yeah, I've just put that round a couple of times. It helps lift it away from your booklet page. Just going to stick on that. I left it a bit short actually, but we'll do it. There we go. 2 knots. We can clip that off right on the edge of there. And then that closes, and we're going to go around here. Like so. Right. There you are. It's a bit thick, but I think it works. I think that's quite a nice little closure there, and you could decorate the back with a pocket if you wanted to. Yeah, quite like that. There's your green string there that holds your booklet in, and you've got a nice little booklet there. Close that a little bit. I think I'd round the corners on those. I wonder if it'd go in. Oh, doesn't like how thick that card is. But we're not giving up, love. There we go. It's gone through one bit. Let's just do it again. That's it. And what you can do is you can put a few of these in at a time and just round those edges off. Just like that. Oh. That's nice. Well, that's a little bit better. You can put something on there, so you could, to let it know that it's notes or something. And then you've got your nice little closure, which you can do when you're ready. There you have it. So yeah, so that's my my little repurposed notebook and pocket. Right, so there's the finished article. I think it's come out really well. I have overfilled it a little bit. Next time I wouldn't put that many pages in, but I do think it'll fit anywhere. I think it's quite nice for a folio or a journal. It will go into my ephemera box, and that will definitely get used in something. I loved using the paper. The feel it is just so nice. I definitely use paper again. I went over to the range months ago now, and got loads of different cuts of paper that I quite liked. I don't suggest that anybody else goes and does that. I'm just saying I did fetch quite a few. I cut them all down into 12 by 12 papers, just so it was easier for me to store them. And now I found a use for it because it's the first time I've actually used it, and I love the feel of it. It's really nice. Anyway, as I say, I'm going to go off and do that. I will, at the end of this video, there will be just a screen of all the stuff that I've actually made throughout the junk journal bingo. I hope you all got something from it, because I certainly did. I wouldn't hesitate to do another. It makes you think. You know, you find your own creativity doing this sort of thing, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. So I hope you guys have. I hope you'll come back and join us again sometime. I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.